Hello everyone, my name is Dara Rees and welcome to my channel. Today I would like to share with you a new ceramic piece which I made in square form in technique of colored clay. And this is the result that we received. Such beautiful plate in unusual square shape. Now how to say unusual? Maybe for somebody it will be very much usual, but for me it's unusual. And here it looks like this. Such combination of colored clay and glaze. So I would like to start with the shape. How I made plate of this shape. I used already existing form and I put clay on top of that form to make this shape. I would say that it felt differently from making a round plate in the same technique because I had to pay attention to those parts in order to make them even and not to collect a lot of clay in those sides. And you can see the result. The result is really good. And regarding glazing, when I was doing glazing inside, it was also different from making glazing for round plate because just rotating was differently. Then I would like to talk about combination of colors. Those are the colors which I have chosen: black, brown and light blue. I like this combination of colors. I also noticed that when we add black color to some color combination, it looks brighter and more contrast. And in this situation it worked the same way. Usually I just take palette of colored clay and I look approximately which combinations I like, and in this way I choose them. And I'm happy with this combination. I tried it for the first time. But also tricky thing with this technique of working with colored clay is that my idea is to make outside with colored clay and inside to make a fitting combination. And usually when I work with colored clay, then I'm drying the plate, and when I receive already dried plate, I don't see very brightly the colors. And they may look even differently from how they look in reality, how they will look after glazing. So that's why it's a little bit tricky, and I am choosing glazes semi-blindly, but I think this time I really succeeded. I like this combination. I think it's fitting this light gray color and this combination. I think it looks very nice. So next I would like to talk about glazing, because while glazing I had unpredictable situation. How was it? Firstly, we glazed it inside, this gray color, then outside, a transparent color. But during glazing, while working with this plate, I was also working with different other objects, which I will also show you in next videos. And while putting transparent glaze on another plate, I dropped transparent glaze here. I will add picture how it looked. But since first background was colored and on top I spotted transparent, it was not that bad, because you see, as a result there is just such an effect. It looks really nice, and I would say even unnoticeable, because if I would not know that something happened, I would not even notice. But once I was making a plate, and the combination was one very interesting color of glaze, which is not like this, not just a plain color, but it was a little bit like fired. A combination of different effects inside one glaze, and I made outside those effects. I will also add picture here, but inside I decided to make it white, and I dropped a little bit that colored clay on top of colored glaze on top of white, and as a result the plate was broken while firing, because those two glazes, white and that fire effect, they were incompatible with each other. And that's why I had a little bit concerns about this plate, whether transparent and plain color are compatible, but as a result they are compatible. Good news. This is what I would like to share with you about this plate. Please write in commentaries what do you think about this shape, about combination of colors, whether you have tried something like this or not. I would be very curious to read your ideas, your thoughts. Thank you so much for your attention, and see you soon.